Progressive Christian Devotional, Taylor Swift Folklore Edition. Taylor Swift's 7 captures a lot of the idealism and innocence that many of us associate with childhood. Playing, screaming, running around, and an abundance of imagination. But she hints at the fact that the reality of childhood isn't just this pureness and innocence that society idealizes. She hints at abuse, something which as a young child she didn't recognize or know to verbalize. 7-year-old Taylor attributes her friend's father's anger to the house being haunted, and she suggests to her friend to come live with her and they can be pirates and her friend won't have to suffer anymore. What strikes me about that part of the song is not only the 7-year-old's innocence about what her friend is going through. She knows something is wrong and wants to fix it, but can't. But also what is left unsaid. If 7-year-old Taylor knows something is wrong, surely there are doubts in her and her friend's life do as well. The song doesn't capture whether or not the adults in their lives did anything. Maybe they did. Maybe the adults were upstanding and caring and worked to protect the abused child. But just as likely, the adults did nothing. Because the reality is, many adults love the idea of children, but they despise actual children. Society in general has a disdain for children acting like children and not like the idealized perfect child reinforced in most magazines, TV shows, films, and Instagram feeds. The idealized child is easy to control and they represent what the dominant society fetishizes in children. The ideal image of children that American society has leads to the abuse and death of actual children. Children who don't fit into this idea, which, let's be honest, is most children, are discarded and their pain ignored by dominant society. Christians often endorse this mindset as well. They take verses such as Proverbs 13:24 and turn it into their parental model. Those who spare the rod hate their children, but those who love them are diligent to discipline them. But the book of Matthew demonstrates that God views children differently. Children, who then and now are often viewed as property and lowly on the social order, are being embraced by God and held up as examples to be emulated, not because they fit into some idealized notion of how good children behave, but because God, throughout the biblical text, demonstrates again and again a commitment to the marginalized. Prayer. God, help us to truly embrace and love children, treating them not as property or burdens or as many adults, but as beloved beings who have a central role in the kingdom of God. Help us to create a world where children are loved, safe, fed, and taken care of.